A team of developers built an AI photo app that made $18 million in 1 year. I'm about to show you how to recreate it in 60 minutes without writing a single line of code. I'll show you the exact steps you can take to build your own MVP. This video is the most complete technical walkthrough you'll find here on YouTube, so let's build it. We will do this in 6 simple steps. So let's start with step 1, the preparation. Go to the official Node.js website and click on the Get Node.js button to download it. Then, follow the installer as it will guide you through the steps. Once installed, open your terminal and type this command. You can see the terminal prints out the version number we just installed. Next, let's download WindSurf. Click on the link in the description to get 250 extra credits, then just follow the instructions from the installer. Now that it's installed, you can launch WindSurf from your Applications folder. And that's it! We're all set to start coding. Before we start, let's add global rules for Cascade, the AI agent of WindSurf. This will especially be handy for debugging. You can ask ChatGPT for this or get my set of rules in the description. Great! Now let's install a personal Git MCP server. This will allow us to roll back from any major mistakes. It also allows us to push code to this server after every significant change. To achieve this, we will first install UV. It's an extremely fast Python package installer and project manager. Click on Terminal and select New Terminal and paste the following command. If you run into a shell command error, be sure to read the pinned comments to solve it. And that's it! Your environment is now correctly configured. Perfect! Now let's install the Git MCP server. Click on the settings icon and select WindSurf settings. In the menu, navigate to the Cascade tab on the left. Click on Open MCP Store to see what's available. Scroll down until you find Git and click on it. To add this functionality, simply click the Install button. The server will now begin installing in the background. With this, we are ready for step 2, the foundation. Now let's go to Claude and ask it to transform our rough collection of ideas into a production-ready development brief. I start by pasting a brain dump of everything I know we want for the app. Things like the user flow, screen ideas, and tech stack we plan to use. Then I add a crucial instruction. Based on the provided text, enhance it into a well-structured and organized context markdown for production-ready development. This tells the AI not just to summarize, but to reformat our notes into a professional document. Once it's finished, we can simply copy this markdown and use it as the foundation for our project. If you'd like to use the exact prompts we're using in this video, be sure to visit the link in the description. Now it's time to set up our development environment in WindSurf. First, let's create a dedicated folder for our application. Click on Open Folder and click New Folder. I'll name my project SADA AI Photo Generator. Click Create and then Open. The first thing we'll do is set up a place for our documentation. Go to the Terminal menu at the top and select New Terminal. Use the Create a New Directory named Docs using this command. A new folder will appear in the File Explorer on the left. Next, type this command. Within that Docs folder, we'll create our context file. This command creates a new, empty markdown file named context.md. Now, simply click on the context.md file to open it and paste the markdown we created with Claude. And there you have it. Our project is now officially set up with a solid foundation. Amazing. Now we're going to use WindSurf's AI agent Cascade to automate the entire project setup. I'll use a powerful prompt designed specifically for this task. You can ask Claude to write you a prompt or get mine from the description. The prompt instructs Cascade to create a new Expo project with a TypeScript template, read our context file to understand the requirements, and then install every single package we need. To tell the AI to get information from the context file, add an @ symbol and select context.md, then hit Enter. Great! Cascade creates a complete to-do list and gets to work. Now, click on Run whenever it pops up and we sit back and watch. And just like that, the project is complete. Now it's time to see our initial boilerplate on a real device. First, a quick prerequisite. Make sure you have the Expo Go app installed on your phone. You can find it on both the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. In the WindSurf terminal, type this command and press enter. You'll see a QR code appear right here in the terminal. Grab your phone and open the camera app. Point it directly at the QR code on your screen. You'll see your brand new application running live. With our local project fully prepared, the final step is to get it under version control. This is essential for tracking changes and creating a secure backup of our work. For this, we'll use GitHub. First, let's create a new repository. From the dashboard, click Create Repository. We'll give it the exact same name as our local project folder. In my case, SADA AI Photo Generator. I'll keep the repository public for this demonstration, but for security reasons, keep yours private, and then click Create Repository. GitHub now provides us with a set of commands to connect our existing local project to this new remote repository. Now back in WindSurf, open a new terminal tab and paste the URL from GitHub. This command tells our local Git repository where our remote storage is located. Next, we'll ensure our main branch is correctly named by running this command. Finally, we'll execute this command. This takes all the project files that Cascade created for us and pushes them up to our GitHub repository for the very first time. To confirm everything worked, we just need to refresh the page on GitHub. And there it is. Now it's time for step 3, setup development. Let's add a way to manage our secret keys. It's critical to never expose these keys in your public source code. The standard and most secure way to handle this is with an environment variable file. Let's create one now. In the File Explorer, right-click on the root of the project and select New File. We'll name this file .env. For this project, we need our Google AI Studio key. Head over to Google AI Studio on the left-hand menu. You'll see a Get API Key button. Click on that. Click the Create API Key button in the top right. You'll be prompted to either select an existing Google Cloud project or create a new one. I'll use our existing 60-minute apps project. Now, back to our project in WindSurf. Paste the copied key, and that's it. The heart of our AI photo generator is the quality of the prompts we send to the image model. I carefully crafted a mega prompt that serves as the blueprint for our image generation. We're telling Claude exactly what we need: a structured JSON output containing detailed instructions for various portrait styles. If you want access to this prompt, check my link in the description. Now let's put these prompt outputs to the test. We'll use Nano Banana in Google AI Studio and see if the generated images match the level of detail and quality we're aiming for. I am happy with the results, so now we'll create a markdown file to add the prompts in our project. To do this, go back in WindSurf and type this command. Click on the newly created file and open it. Copy-paste the JSON we made in that file. And there you have it. Our entire library is complete. We previously generated and tested our sample images. Now, it's time to bring them into our application. The images will also need to have the same name as the JSON files they were generated from. These images will serve as the visual previews for the different styles that users can select. Let's create a dedicated folder for these new assets. Open a new terminal and type this command to create a new directory. Now, it's as simple as dragging and dropping the images we created Google AI Studio with Nano Banana. Now let's use these two commands to push all our changes to GitHub. Now we're going to let Cascade build the complete application using a single, comprehensive prompt. We'll start by asking Cascade to build the app based on our documentation. We then provide it with all the necessary context, our main project brief, the library of JSON prompts, and our folder of sample images. This gives the AI a complete picture of our project, from high-level goals to specific, low-level assets. Amazing! Cascade creates a detailed to-do list outlining every single task it needs to complete and gets to work. Let's open the app with the QR code to see what we have. As we run our app, we've hit our first bug, a render error from Expo Router. This is a common issue. Let's head back to Cascade to fix it. To fix the bug, I'll copy the line from the terminal and paste it in the chat with this prompt. Cascade immediately gets to work. And just like that, the error is gone. I love how the design of our app turned out. We can safely say that the development of it was a success. Now we are ready for step 4, backend. Our application needs a robust backend to store user data, training images, and the final generated photos. For this, we're using Supabase, an open-source Firebase alternative. Let's create a new project and name it SADA AI Photo Generator. Let's also create a strong password for the database. For the best performance, we'll select a region closest to our user base. With our backend provisioned, Supabase gives us the 2 crucial pieces of information we need to connect our app: a project URL and a public API key. We'll copy these one by one and add them to our .env file back in WindSurf. Instead of manually writing SQL scripts to create our database tables and security policies, we're going to delegate the entire task to Cascade. Here's the prompt. The ultimate goal for this prompt is for Cascade to create a database along with its tables and security policies, specifically for guest users in my case. I am creating this app for example purposes, but when you build your app, do this for both guest and authenticated users, because you're not allowed to force users to sign up based on the App Store review guidelines. Our database is configured and Cascade has created migration files. Think of these as a set of instructions for our database. Now for the next prompt, we'll ask Cascade to push the changes to Supabase. But first, our app needs to have access to our Supabase account and project. Cascade tells us to press Enter to log in from our browser with a verification code. Let's do this and give our app access with the database password we created earlier. Great! Cascade has done its job, but just to be sure that our database is connected properly, let's give it a final prompt. It's always a good idea to let AI double-check its own work. And there you have it. Supabase is properly connected to our project. Finally, let's push our changes with a get command. Now let's move to step 5. UI optimization. While refining the app, I've noticed a small but persistent UI bug. There's some unwanted extra padding at the top of our main screens, pushing the content down. I'll simply take a screenshot of the problem and ask the AI to fix it for us. Here's the prompt. Notice that I also specify which screens Cascade should focus on using the @ symbol. And just like that, Cascade gets to work and fixes the issue. I actually like the design Cascade created for our app, so I won't be making a lot of changes. But if you're looking for inspiration for your project, check out Mobbin. It's a huge library of proven, production-ready mobile apps where you can reference screens and UI elements. You can find the link in the description. Now let's start with step 6, fine-tuning. Great! It's time to activate the core feature of our app with Nano Banana to generate professional portraits. I'll drag the Google AI.ts file into the AI chat to give it context. Then I'll paste in a detailed, pre-written prompt. You can get it below in the descriptions. The prompt instructs Cascade to build a Google service for generating professional portraits with Gemini 2.5 Flash, and how to manage it securely. I notice a small TypeScript error in the Problems panel. Instead of fixing it myself, I'll let the AI handle it. I'll use the keyboard shortcut Command-L for that. And the error is gone. Now we are going to run this command to clear the cache of our app and see what it looks like. The app is looking amazing. Now let's look at each page and try to generate an image to see if the app is working as it should. By the looks of it, every button and interaction is working well, and I can even choose images from my personal photo library. The AI has followed our instructions to a T, and every page is displaying nicely as it should. So let's follow the instructions and see where we end up. I'll give the AI model a name and select an image to see if it works. And now for the moment of truth, the image is generating. Everything is working great, except for the image generation. Let's head back to WindSurf and get it fixed. Let's copy everything from the terminal and paste it into Cascade with this simple prompt. We'll ask Cascade to analyze the logs of this error and to fix it. And just like that, the AI gets to work. And there it is, a working AI photo editor generating stunning results made in under an hour. I'm confident that you can do this too. But the tech is the easy part. The hard part? Getting paid. Payments, push notifications, and App Store approval. Those are the real barriers to profit. In my next video, I'll walk you through exactly how to overcome them. Subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss out. Please let me know in the comments what you struggle with the most, and I'll be happy to help. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching, champ.